This salad, my God, I make the best salads. Just get a chicken breast, put it in the oven, put your lettuce, cut up your tomato, get you some bacon bits, and some mozzarella cheese or cheddar cheese. So while I'm entertaining myself with this food, I'm going to just go into letting you hear some information that I've uncovered, and I'll let you make your own decisions on what you hear. This is Graceful Exposure coming to you with another live video, trying to gracefully expose what's going on and keep us woke in 2024. We don't want to slip from 2023, starting with TD Jakes and Diddy and all that other good stuff. Sweep it under the rug with all the media hoopla and forget that it's going on. So let's get right into it so I can enjoy my salad. Y'all want to see another peep at it? It's so good looking. Hold on. Bam. Homemade. Now, y'all will pay about $10 for that, but not me. Healthy, good for you. That's why I stay slim. Because I like to try to eat healthy. I like to try to eat. My mom taught us to have like a meat, a starch, and a vegetable. And it stays ingrained in me. So I take my little bitty granddaughter and try to do that with her. I don't always succeed, but yesterday we had sloppy joe and french fries and broccoli. Who does that, right? Anyway, she's so little bitty. She's going to be skinny like me with knobby knees playing basketball. All her senior in high school and junior year. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. I appreciate you guys joining me. Please give me up to 500 subscribers. Like the video. As soon as you come in the gate, subscribe to the channel and then hit the bell so you can follow me, okay? So let's get to it. There's nothing to it but to do it. And I am in the luxury of my bedroom. And here goes. Here we go. As lawyers in grand jury probe alleged ethics violations, professors weigh in on the issues. Let's go. This is from Concrete Jungle, and she is bad. She don't play. She don't hold her tongue.
As lawyers in grand jury probe alleged ethics violation, professors weigh in on the issues. As part of her May 5th motion in opposition to Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis and Special Prosecutor Nathan Wayne's April 18 motion to disqualify attorney Kimberly DeBro as the lawyer representing 10 of the fake electors. DeBro, who now no longer represents two of them because those two had some infighting, also filed the motions for sanctions against Wade. Now, this was May 22nd at 5:32. Do you guys remember I uploaded a video and told you that Fani Willis had already been disqualified by the original judge in this case? I don't know why they replaced him with this man McAfee that was appointed by Republican Kemp. That now Kemp says Fani Willis has subpoenaed him. I cannot make this up. Now, let me just say this. Give me like 30, 45 seconds. I made this video. I got so frustrated with the incorrect The words was all over the place, like sometimes the way I talk. But at least I get to the point. I don't know how Fani Willis got her law degree. When I tell you, I am going to read this part because it's from a regular publication. But I don't know how that judge did not send her motion to disqualify Miss DeBro. It was filled with big words that was used out of context. Listen, I literally trashed 15 minutes of video because it was me trying to read this brief and it did not make sense. I'm gonna go over at the end of it. I just couldn't do it. Okay, let's try this one. Earlier this month, a defense attorney representing half of the 16 fake electors in Fulton County special grand jury investigation into the 2020 presidential election filed a motion stating those 8 electors had immunity deals. So that means they provided some information and they could not be prosecuted. The 16 fake or alternate wait. So that explain that may explain. Remember they get a certain Ashley Merchant kept saying you get a certain amount of she'll get a certain amount of money depending on how long and how many people, how long the trial goes on, how many people she had to elect, and she was looking for this basically as a come up of the Trump trial because she made more money. So, 8 of these people got immunity deals, which would explain how Ashley Merchant client that was only charged according to Ashley with a misdemeanor popped back up. Because in the Senate committee hearing, Ashley Merchant kept saying, no, she was just going to, it's like she was just picking people to be on this case because the more people she have, better way she can say, I'm just going to paraphrase. She was basically saying that she thought, or it appeared that Fani Willis had lost some people to the case, but now we realize they had got immunity deals. And she was looking for more people to replace the amount of money because she had allegedly used $5 million or something. I don't want to quote the number, but I think Ashley Merchant said, no, she used it as an example. She used it as an example. She said that Fani Willis told her if the residents approve $5 million, I can use the $5 million how I choose. I don't have to get permission. And the senator, stated that they wait had already got $1 million when everybody else thought it was $600,000. Okay, I'm back to. As part of her May 5th motion in opposition to Fulton County Attorney Fani Willis and the Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade's April 18 motion to disqualify Kimberly DeBro as the lawyer representing 10 of the fake electors, DeBro, who now no longer represents 2 of them, filed a motion for sanctions against Wade. Let's see what she said. It's going to take a second. Give me a minute. Here we go.
Do your thing, honey. We're going to mute this. So what's going on right now is I guess there was a certain number of fake electors and then some of them gotten taken off. And then what she did was replace them again with some more people. Keep that money flowing. I'm assuming that's what we're talking about. Here it is.
May 5th, 2023. Special purpose grand jury. 8 electoral nominees. Opposition to the district attorney's second motion to disqualify. Let's make this a little bit. That's better. Second motion to disqualify counsel and motion for sanctions. Now come the 8 currently represented Republican electoral nominees or electors, and oppose the Fulton County District Attorney The district attorney second motion to disqualify counsel, showing this court as follows. Now, this is because when I get to that one with Fani, you guys are gonna be ready to turn your TV off. Despite the fact that disqualification motions filed by opposing counsel are strongly disfavored and automatically deemed suspicious as improper tactical moves by the court. The district attorney has recklessly filed their second pre-indictment disqualification motion without any factual or legal basis. The second motion.
See, this is one of the reasons why Judge McAfee dismissed 6 counts. He said there was no factual legal basis in those 6 counts that he dismissed. They were just thrown in there with no foundation, with no factual or legal basis. So he immediately threw those 6 counts out before he made the decision that he did to make Willis make a choice between keeping Wade or keeping herself. Go ahead.
Is an attempted retrieve of the first such motion, already denied by this court, supposedly propped up by 2 new salacious facts. In reality, these new factual allegations are complete fiction. That means they're not true, they are lies. As the indisputable evidence proves, and the DA election team knew their claims could not possibly be true when they filed their motion. So that means that she has been committing trickery from the beginning.
Basically filing fake motions, y'all. Fake motions.
The district attorney motion is reckless, frivolous, offensive, and completely without merit. This court should recognize this motion as the improper tactic it is, deny the motion, and order the district attorney to bear the cost of defense counsel response, opposition, and sanction. She want to pay her for her time. I got it. Factual summary and background. April 2022, March 2023. Beginning in April 2022, and before the special purpose grand jury was sworn in on May 2nd, 2022, certain Republican electoral nominees from the 2020 presidential election were approached by the Fulton County District Attorney Office. Remember,
to provide information related to its investigation into the 2020 Georgia election.
She said that in a special
so they were approached.
Each of those elector nominees, hold on. And
I'm trying to help her out. See, this goes back. This woman does her research. You got to give it to her. Liquid concrete. You are doing your research, honey. I don't know anything about this, so I'm just giving kudos to you. I'm gonna leave a description in the description box. But they were approached by the Fulton County DA. These witnesses.
All jointly represented were told by the Fulton County District Attorney election team, that's the DA's election team, that they were solely witnesses in the investigation, and each voluntarily agreed after consulting with counsel to provide interviews to the FCDA on April
Fulton County District Attorney's Office.
2022. The DA's election team, led by a private attorney. Here it is. Look at this. On April 25th and 26th, the DA's election team, led by a private attorney,
Nathan Wade, the prosecutor, her ex-lover,
FCDA, Fulton County District Attorney, aka Fani Willis, aka Bill DeBurr.
She's adding a lot to it, y'all. But anyway.
To serve as a special prosecutor, Nathan Wade. When Nathan Wade interviewed two electoral nominees, but the DA's team canceled the third scheduled interview, telling the council that it and the other voluntary interviews would be rescheduled. On June 3,
Wow.
2022, while the remaining electors nominees were still waiting to hear from the DA's election team about their voluntary interviews, the Fulton County District Attorney unexpectedly served SPGJ.
Y'all, what's going on? They voluntarily got interviewed as witnesses by Nathan Wade. That's where we're at right now.
If anybody knows what SPGJ, they should have it in parentheses. Subpoenas to appear and testify. Well, not really, because they sent us to the court. We just don't know. I just don't know what it means. Counsel for the jointly represented electoral nominees raised questions about the subpoenas in a letter addressed to the district attorney, but she never replied.
Wow.
Instead, the next communication of the electoral nominees received was a notification on June 28th from Mr. Wade that all 11 electoral nominees were now identified as targets. What?
So they went from being witnesses to targets.
Fulton County District Attorney investigation.
And criminals.
Oh, no. Wait, what? They should have. No.
So they voluntarily.
2022, June 28, 2022, the elected nominees were transformed by the FCDA from cooperative witness voluntarily agreeing to provide information for their investigation to be publicly portrayed and treated
as criminals
by the DA as punitive criminals. Oh my God.
In other words,
the abrupt change,
they flipped the script on them.
The jointly represented electors filed a motion to quash and disqualify on June 27, 2022, which the court denied. As a result, three of the then jointly represented electors dutifully presented themselves pursuant to their subpoenas on July 26, 2022, to appear before SPGJ.
So at first, they voluntarily appeared to be interviewed. This is corruption at its finest. They voluntarily appeared to be interviewed with nothing, concerned about nothing. They turned it, that was around April in 2022. They turned around and were treated as criminals and instead of witnesses. And then they were subpoenaed on July the 26th to appear before the SPGJ. I don't know if that means the Senate. I'm not sure. Before any of these electors were actually called, they were subpoenaed. However, a legal impasse regarding the proper scope of the Fifth Amendment invocations developed between the DA, election team, and defense counsel. So they came to some sort of determination after a brief telephone conference. Trying to read through this a little bit better.
Before any of the three electors was actually called into the SPGJ, however, a legal impasse regarding the proper scope of the Fifth Amendment implications developed between the DA election team and defense counsel. After a brief telephone conference with the lawyers in this court determined that at defense counsel request, the court will set the matter for a formal hearing at a future date. As a result, the Fulton County DA excused the three electors present from their SPGJ appearances and canceled the appearances for the other jointly represented electors before the SPGJ until the court's hearing on the legal issue. The very next day, July
The next day,
27,
y'all hear that?
2023, here we go.
This is where the
Mr.
shim
Wade
sham comes in.
sent the following email to the court and Miss Pearson.
Let me just kind of speak this up. The office received an email the very next day after they set a hearing date and said they would be there. They got this email from Attorney Wade. Ms. Pearson, our office has received information prompting us to offer immunity to one or more of Ms. Pearson's clients in exchange for full and truthful testimony. This issue unfortunately gives rise to potential legal conflicts with Ms. Pearson's representation, and we want to work through the best way of executing the offer seamlessly, setting them up prior to the scheduling of any hearing. So the hearing that was scheduled, all of a sudden the next day they got an email saying, no, we're not going to schedule the hearing. We're going to work through this and we're going to offer immunity to a couple of them. And just the best way it seems how. It seemed odd as the DA election team had announced in an open, and I want you to get this. Just a little bit. Just a little bit like that song. Let me let you get it.
That was the genesis of the FCDA's first disqualification motion. They did it on purpose to try to get her off this case. In light of this email, the parties conferenced with the court, and the court instructed the DA election team to send defense counsel an email outlining the type of immunity that it was potentially offering. The court declined the request by defense counsel that the DA election team identify the individual electors whom they intended to offer immunity. Duh, common sense.
So they were offering immunity to a couple of people, and they didn't want to tell who these individuals are they were offering the immunity to. So it was the shim sham going on. And on July the 28th, the DA election team sent their email to defense counsel, and it stated as follows, and you'll read it. She'll go on.
People, for you to pick and choose what three, they want her off this case. On Friday, July 28th, the district attorney election team sent their email to defense counsel and this stated, oh my God. Our office is prepared to one or more. Who is the one or more fucking people?
This is excuse our language, y'all.
Our office is prepared to offer one or more of your clients full immunity from prosecution for any acts related to the December 14th, 2020
Michael Pence, Vice President Michael Pence. Do y'all remember when Michael Pence flipped and went over to Obama? He was the vice president for Donald Trump. He was one, I believe, they offered immunity. This is what we're learning now. This is something that I didn't know. Wow. I remember seeing Puff Daddy, Michael Pence, Kamala Harris, when they were being sworn in. Biden was being sworn in. Jay Lopez sung. Puff Daddy was in the audience. I remember this inauguration, and they had the fake swearing in, like it was a whole bunch of people there. Wasn't nobody there. They couldn't enter the White House. A lot of y'all don't know a lot about this stuff, and there were reasons they couldn't enter the White House that I can't say on camera until I find out if I can say it on camera. But they planted some people to make it look like it was some people there, and it really wasn't. And they made it seem like, there was some people that nobody saw when he got sworn in, like a normal president, where it's a whole bunch of people and they come in. Nobody saw it connecting. Okay. I'm so sorry. What I was saying, look at how something just cut my stuff off. This was a fake swearing in. I'm going to repeat it. There was nobody really in the audience. Diddy was in the audience. J-Lo sang. Kamala Harris and Biden accepted. He accepted the presidency. This is when there was still a discrepancy of the messing with the vote kind of thing. And this was going on. And I don't know why all of a sudden my camera stopped. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble, get a strike on this. Let's see.
Acts related to the December 14th, 2020 meeting at Georgia State Capitol to execute purported electoral college votes in favor of former President Donald J. Trump and former Vice President Michael R. Pence. The immunity, wait a minute. If this is against both of them, why is Michael Pence not in any of these hearings? Did he agree to testify or something, or did he ever get charged? Because he's clearly stated here.
I think he got the immunity.
The immunity will be offered only
Michael.
on the condition that
she asked the question, why Michael Pence is not in all this. Michael Pence switched sides. Michael Pence is clearly seen at that inauguration. Michael Pence switched sides and left Donald Trump. He was the former vice president. He went over to the Democratic side and quote unquote left Donald Trump and became a part of that particular inauguration. I don't know if he's part of the administration or not. I would have to research it, and I don't do research.
Identified must fully cooperate with our office investigation. There go the bullshit. Related to the special purpose grand jury authorized by Chief Judge Christopher Brasher on January 24, 2022. This would include full and complete testimony before the special purpose grand jury and any other court.
So, wow, that's just a little bit of the uncovering right now. See how they just switched that? That got cut off. That girl's doing her job. I'm going to show you some more stuff from this young lady. I don't know who she is, but go to her channel, Concrete. What was it called? Hold on. Liquid Concrete. Let's do the equal opportunity part of Liquid Concrete. No, I'm not doing equal opportunity right now. Let me just stop right there. That's just part one of a little bit of the uncovering. I'm going to show you some stuff today. You're going to be surprised. We're going to go dive deep. Here is the person that helped her. Same person, Liquid Concrete. Let's go, girl. You're doing your thing. I ain't going to get in the way. So let's go. It's not long.
Shop now for up to 70.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Phi Beta Sigma. You know, William Tober.
This is how close Kamala and Fani are.
Kwame, Enrock, Bill Clinton, Terrence Howard, Scottie Pippen are all Phi Beta Sigma. You know, Bill Clinton, the president that was over there with Jeffrey Epstein on that island with those underage girls. You know, Hillary Clinton's husband is supposed to have that black son that looked just like him by that black prostitute when he was a governor, and then he's still been taken care of because the son grandma was on somebody's YouTube channel. It was an old video. I said he sent money all the time, but the boy had popped up at the DNC. I see Hillary Clinton. Google the footage. You're going to see a little black boy that looked just like Bill Clinton. He kind of biracial with curly hair, just like Bill Clinton. He looked just like him. And I don't know.
This woman knows all kind of stuff.
It's supposed to be his. He haven't did a blood test.
I told you, if you stick with me, stick with this channel, you're going to get uncovered a whole lot of stuff. Share my videos. And don't forget to go through all 12 of the Fani Willis videos that I already have
Cast
under a
this
playlist
spell.
called Fani
Each
Willis.
creature you tap while casting this spell pay for one or one mana of the creature color. Enchanted creature gets one, plus, positive zero, positive two.
Let me
Unless it
get
says plus
to
O plus two for
the meeting with Kamala Harris. Let me try to get to that part. Sorry, guys. I want to talk about that. They're talking about these organizations that are the Greek organizations, like Freemasonry and all this kind of stuff. I want to get to the meeting though. I know it's in her thumbnail and she doesn't seem like a person that has clickbait.
I bet you one thing about a lot of white boys, and I know this for.
Let's try to get to how she got with the Kamala Harris.
No offense to my Jewish people, but I'm going to call it like I call it. If you can hear me say black, you can hear me say the N, I know good damn well I'm going to say Jewish, and I don't call them the other way only because I just don't.
You
Because there's
just
a
got
lot
to
of
go
black
to
and
this
just
woman's
Jewish.
channel. I just wanted to
You
go
know, I
into
said
a
that
deep
David was
dive. This
black
is
and he
just
was a
part
Jew,
one.
but he wasn't born over there in Israel or nothing like that. But
I'm
anyway,
going to be uncovering in this
stop trying to tell
series
people what the fuck they
Kamala
can talk about.
Harris, not
Find
Kamala
your
Harris,
channel,
Fani
and this is
Willis,
something that appeals
and
to you.
where
Keep being caught up in this
her
matrix.
beginnings come from, if I can, so that you can see, even from her book that came out in January 2024, Find Me the Vote. She showed how she got such a conviction rate. She has a 95% conviction rate. If you watch my videos, I went back to her first RICO, which was when prosecuted all these school teachers and administrators and gave them time on first offense, gave them $5,000 fines and more on first offense. And all of this stuff is on my channel. So if you get a chance, check that out. But I wanted to, when I clicked on that, I thought it was going to talk about her meeting with Kamala Harris before she did the RICO. It just did not go into that. So instead of guessing and giving you stuff, I'm going to end it right here. And I'm going to let you know I thank you for subscribing and coming in on the channel. I've got a couple of videos that I'm going to do later on Young Thug. They're so in depth, and it's a part. All of this is all connected with Fani Willis. Um, you do realize that Nathan Wade did put in his resignation, and there was a judge that disqualified Fani, and all of a sudden, Judge McAfee took that judge's place, and she got to where she is now. I don't know how she got around that because she was disqualified for one reason or another. But there is a lot going on with this woman. And the only way we're going to find out about it is if I dig and we look at it together. I showed you the resignation that came up from, what's his face, Nathan Wade. I showed you the resignation. Let's see if we have anything new. Let's see. We got, wow, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. But there is something on here on the DA ruling. Let's see. I mean, on the judge's ruling and his resignation. He had to hurry up and get out of there. Do you believe, I want to ask the question, do you believe that there's some money put away that, she got like 600 more $1,000 before this verdict came in, black caucuses or whoever came together and gave her some more money? This woman is a money magnet. She's getting donations and support just because of being black. But I know one thing. If you guys place a vote in this woman based on the fact that she's of her color, like we did Obama, and not the fact of her integrity, then that says a lot about how we think. We think emotionally as black people. And we got to stop thinking emotionally, and we got to start thinking spiritually and discerning these things. The Bible talks about discerning these times that we're living in. redeeming the times, for the days are evil. All kind of stuff is going to be uncovered this year. Don't sweep these things under the rug. Please, please, please don't make your decisions this year based on being a part of any group. Um, I want to give you one more thing. Okay, here we go. We're live again. I keep getting, I've never gotten disconnected as much as this, but something doesn't want you to get this. But there is some things that we need to be made aware of. Oh, is this something I need to see? Don't forget to check out my video about Regina King and her movie Shirley Chisholm, the black woman that ran for president years ago. Like it means anything to us. I know it's Black History, y'all. Charge it to my head and not my heart. But the black woman that ran for president, now she's doing a movie about it right now. And she's dedicating it to her son, Ian. Don't forget to watch that video that I did of this setup, quote unquote setup, to plant in our youth head to get ready for voting, and voting possibly for a black woman president, like maybe Michelle Obama. I don't know. I'm throwing things out there, guys. I don't know for sure. And what do you think? This is a live chat. What do you think? What do you think? I never pay attention to the chats. I do live videos and I never pay attention to the chats. But what do you think? What do you think? I can't wait to get to the part about Young Thug. It's very interesting, but it's going to take time to unpack, and I want to do it justice. So, this is part one, Surviving Fani Willis, and I'm going to do some other parts of this particular. I feel like I do you guys more justice if I dig deep and get this stuff instead of being on the bandwagon with everybody else. Oh, Judge McAfee ruled this. Oh, Nathan Wade sent a letter. He resigned. I want to get into the deepness of it, the depths of it, so you guys can make sound, wise decisions and choices and thoughts in your own mind. And I believe that you guys are smart people. If you're coming to this channel, this is Graceful Exposure. We're exposing things gracefully. So we do want her fall to be light. I had already predicted that she would lose her position and be disbarred, maybe temporarily, maybe not permanently, but she's got a lot. I don't, I could be wrong. This is just a prediction. So allegedly, but she's got a padding around her like TD Jakes, like Puff Daddy. These people get paddings around them so that they can use it later on, so that they don't lose their stature, so that they don't go all the way down. Like Jeffrey Epstein, they said that he was committed suicide in the jail, and later on saw videos of him on his island. These people are powerful people, and they have ways of getting things. And I tell you, just keep watching this channel. I'm going to uncover a lot of things. This is Graceful Exposure, signing off. And thank you. Bye.